Go down.
This isn't the first time we've faced a challenge like this, and it won't be the last. FORZA Laser has installed hundreds of machines all across the Americas. But today, we're here for a special project. A FORZA Hércules with 20,000 watts, the largest laser cutting machine we've ever assembled in Monterrey. In this first part of the installation, you're going to see passion, precision, and pure engineering in action. What is a day in the life of a laser cutting expert like? What challenges come up during an installation of this scale? Stick around, because this is so much more than just connecting cables and tightening parts. This is the work of a true FORZA professional. How does a FORZA engineer start their day?
The routine first depends on how far away we are, right? So we always try to have a really good breakfast because we know it's going to be a tough day. Remember, you're on your feet. You're moving the equipment around, and these are pretty heavy machines, so you're basically doing physical activity the whole time. That's why breakfast is super important, because that way you have enough energy to give it your all throughout the day. Today, we're going to get in the van and head to the client's site. And that's where our workday begins. Ruben is joining us. He's excellent at what he does, just like everyone on the FORZA team. Today, he's definitely going to be tired. I know it, but that's part of the job, and I think this machine is worth it. We explain what safety measures we have in place, like the boots, the steel-toed boots, and we bring masks. The appropriate PPE for our ears. Depending on the model of the machine, the procedures are a little different. For example, if we're installing a FORZA Ranger, the machine basically comes pre-assembled. So what the engineer has to do is handle the electrical part. Check that all the accessories are in perfect condition and working properly. And finally, turn on the machine and start the process. With the Hércules we're installing, the whole machine comes completely disassembled. So what we do on site is assemble it entirely, since it's a pretty large format, 3 meters by 12 meters. We're going to install anchor plates, so it's necessary to mark them out according to the measurements for each one, for the legs of the machine. So on each of these supports, we place an anchor plate measuring 50 by 30 centimeters and 3/4 of an inch thick to prevent it from shifting in case the plate ever falls very abruptly. So it's necessary to install the anchor plates. The leveling feet are attached, and after the entire machine is leveled, the leg and the leveler are welded together. Among the most important things, I would say, are the electrical connection and the space where the equipment will be installed. How do you see? The components are quite large, so you need a lot of space for installation. You have to leave space between the wall and the components, space between the components and the machine, and as you can see, it takes up a lot of area. For me, the first day is the most exciting because you arrive, see everything packed up, start unpacking the components, check what arrived, and make sure everything is okay. After that, the whole installation process is an adventure. You have to keep an eye on how each part is coming along. Today has been very satisfying because we tried to stick to a daily plan of what needs to be done each day for the installation. And today we accomplished it 100%. So I'm very optimistic that tomorrow, despite the challenge we have, we'll get it done too. We're going to give it our all. Right now, we're crimping the cables. We've already started with the electrical installation. How do you crimp? They're two pretty thick cables. And for that, we use tools like a hydraulic crimper to attach the connectors. This is going to be connected between the client's main breaker and the transformer, and from the transformer to the regulator. Make sure, buddy, that it doesn't come out. Try pushing it from over there, Ruben. From middle to here. Why does it go like that? Because with this type of machines, Hercules and Goliath, the cable tray for all the connections is always on the right side. And as you can see, all the connections are on the right side. So if we wanted to work from the other side, we have to rotate the whole set of 180 degrees, and all the electronic components would have to be over there because the cables also come with that length. That's so. It allows the client or user to load the plates for cutting. If we had all the components on the left side, it would make loading more difficult. That's why everything is on this side to stay out of the way, to optimize space. You realize that if at the beginning the axis is off by 1 millimeter or 5 millimeters, by the end of the 12 meters it ends up being off by about 3 or 4 centimeters. So we finally managed to get it right. And now we're making all the adjustments. These are the horizontal levelers for the axis, and these are the vertical levelers. So using the laser, we've done the horizontal leveling, and now everything is perfectly aligned. Along the axis, we have a single measurement, and along the other axis, it's the same. So today's challenge has been met. It was a tough day, but in the end, we accomplished what we set out to do. After that, of course, we started installing all the pneumatic and electrical parts for the solenoid valves. And finally, we moved on to the electrical part for the components like the transformer, the regulator, the chiller, the power supply, and the electrical cabinet itself. And after that, we started up the equipment and began running the tests. With Ruben, excellent. Ruben does everything that's asked of him. He's basically been leading the way. And honestly, Ruben's work has been outstanding, and he's really helped me out. No, the final feelings are really rewarding because you see where you were the day before, and you see how much you've accomplished in just one day. And yeah, there's a real sense of satisfaction from having accomplished what we set out to do that day. Dirty, sweaty? Well, it's hot here in Monterrey. They say it's the cold season, but I don't feel any cold. It's hot, really hot. But anyway, we keep going. That's just the daily grind.